It has been a long time since I made a video for this channel, and I apologize for that. But this is a video that's been a long time coming, 7 months in the making, ever since I made the original Abu Garcia ZATA initial impressions unboxing video. But there have been tons and tons of views on that video, tons of comments, people wanting to know what I think about these reels. So I think I owe it to you guys to give you guys my impression after 7 months of use. But before we get into that, I want to do a couple housekeeping things. There's a lot of really cool things that are going to be going on in 2021. And the first thing I want to talk about is a meetup get together on Lake St. Clair in the beginning of May. My buddy Caleb Bell, Mr. Caleb Bell from Baitcaster, you guys have seen him on the channel. He is coming up in the beginning of May, and we're going to do a meetup on May 8th on Lake St. Clair. It's going to be a meetup slash fishing tournament slash get together slash just have fun going out and catching fish, because that's probably one of the best times of the year to be on Lake St. Clair. So what I'm going to do, there are going to be sign-ups down in the description. There's going to be a boater sign-up and a non-boater sign-up. Now, this is going to be first come, first serve for those guys who do not have a boater. If you do not plan to be running a boat, you're going to sign up in the non-boater section. There's going to be a link there that says, or a question that says, do I have, or are you paired with a boater? If you say no, and you're one of the first people that signs up and says, no, I'm not paired with a boater, we're going to try to pair you guys if there's openings. Now, this is where I'm calling on the boaters. Now, Lake St. Clair can get really rough. Be sure that you're confident when you click this option. But if you're a boater, if you have extra room in your boat and want to take someone out fishing with you and are willing to take someone who you may not know, maybe a stranger, there's going to be an option where you guys can check, I have room to take a boater. And then we're going to kind of fill these spots, first come, first serve. So go down there, fill out those forms. There's a boater form and there's a non-boater form. And that's kind of how we're going to pair people up. But I'm really excited about this. I think Lake St. Clair is one of the best fisheries in the world, probably one of the best fisheries in the world during the springtime. So this is going to be one of the best times of year to be out there. May 8th, we're going to do a meetup. Mr. Caleb Bell will be there. I'll be there. Ron Kramer, Nathan Drudowski. I'm sure Josh and Thad are going to make it if they can. Tons and tons of people are going to be there. There's going to be some prizes. We're going to do a small fishing tournament, and I'll give you guys a little bit more update as we get closer. I think it's going to be like $20 a boat or $10 a guy, 100% payout. I don't want any of the profits from this. I just kind of want to get a really cool group of dudes together to fish on one of the best lakes during one of the best times of year. Now, before we dive into this little review here, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Benjamin Nowak. This channel here is Benjamin Nowak. I was going to say Smallmouth Experience, but it's since changed. And I just want to kind of give you guys my initial thoughts and impressions after 7 months of use on the Abu Garcia ZATA, Baitcaster, and spinning reel. And we're going to start with the Baitcaster because of the two, I fished this one a little bit less. I've still fished it a ton. I've fished it probably 10 to 15 times since I've unboxed this 7 months ago. And that's like the last 3 months have been under ice. So I fished it actually quite a bit. And I have a lot of impressions on this and things that I want to tell you, things that I like, things that I wish I could see changed in the next model of the ZATA, or things that maybe you guys would like to know if you're looking to purchase one of these. Now, the first thing I've noticed is just that it looks really good with pretty much any reel you pair it with. This is a TFO 7'4" cranking rod, but it actually has these like dark red maroonish accents which look really, really nice with that army green and these red knobs and red accents on the reel. So just kind of style points there. I'm not really a big style guy normally, but I just think it looks really cool, looks really nice paired up with this ZATA. And the ZATA just looks good pretty much on a black rod or rods with red accents. So really, really cool style points. That matte army green is a really cool color. Now let's kind of dive into the performance of this reel, which is what most people want to know. So it only comes in a 7:1 to 1 gear ratio. This is kind of one of my only detractors from this, is that I wish they had more options, but at $179, it's a really, really high performance reel. It's a really good drag system, really good tension and centrifugal braking, which is on the side here, and you can dial it in almost perfectly. What I really like is that there's a clicker system, so you can dial it in really, really specifically. This side play here, every time you change it, has a clicker, so you can say, okay, I'm changing lures. Okay, I clicked it 3 up. When you change back to that other lure, change it 3 back to where it was. You can really, really dial this thing in, get it very specific to how you want to fish, where you're fishing it, and you can kind of really fine tune it based on the presentation that you're fishing. Now, I've fished this with everything from lipless crankbaits to medium divers to moderate deep divers. I fished jigs, I fished spinnerbaits, I fished swim baits, and it really handles a bunch of different techniques well. The one thing, because it is a 7-1-1, is you don't really want to fish those deeper diving crankbaits on this reel. It's a 7-1-1, you'll get burned out really quick. It's a really fast retrieve, so when you're fishing moving baits, you sort of have to slow yourself down a little bit, and that's where I wish it would come in that 6 speed gear ratio, but it's a great reel, powerhouse workhorse of a reel. It doesn't have any flex, there's no movement, and it's super smooth. 11 ball bearings, so you can cast it a long way when you're reeling it in. It feels really smooth, feels sturdy in your hand. There's no flex, there's no play in the handles, no play in the body. Just an overall really solid workhorse of a reel. 29 inches per reel handle turn. So like I said, that bait's moving pretty quick, but if you're looking for a great 7-1-1 gear ratio reel, Abu Garcia ZATA, $179.99, super great reel. Definitely consider it if you're in the market for a new Baitcaster. Now this is what I'm super excited to talk to you guys about, and that is the spinning reel. I put this thing to the test from July deep water drop shotting. I fished tubes on this thing. I fished in really cold weather in this, and I pretty much put it through any condition you guys could possibly think of. Rain, cold weather, really warm weather. Every condition you could possibly think of, I have fished this thing and it has held up. There's no wear and tear. It still fishes and feels as smooth as the day that I got it. And I'm super impressed with this. I had the opportunity to fish this reel right out of the box and it's felt incredible. Like, that's one of my biggest things, is just overall feel. I want a smooth reel. I want a reel that doesn't feel like it's gonna flex or break in my hand. There's no flex. There's no like play in this body. It just fishes like a way more expensive reel. The other thing that's really critical for me is a very smooth drag system. And I've caught some big fish. I caught some 6+, I caught a 595, a bunch of 5-pounders, deep water drop shotting, shallow water fishing, setting the hook really hard with a little bit tighter drag. And this thing has really proven its worth to me. Super impressed with this reel. Again, 11 ball bearings, super smooth. It's really light compared to some of the other reels that I've fished, and it just balances and feels really good in the hand. Another really cool feature about this reel, if you guys can see that, is this rocket speed lip. So it's kind of like forward angled, and that helps you make longer casts, and that helps that line come off that spool a lot easier. So when you're fishing really light baits like hair jigs, or you're fishing spy baits, the line jumps off that spool really easily, especially with that braid, and that's gonna help me make longer casts. It's gonna help you kind of drop on those fish a little bit faster. So that rocket speed lip is really nice. I don't have any complaints here. It's a 6 speed gear ratio reel. I like that higher speed gear ratio when I'm fishing for smallmouth. And so this thing has absolutely been one of my favorite reels over the last 7 months that I've had it. No complaints, awesome reel. This is the 30 size. Again, it looks really good. It's that army green color, the red accents on the handle, the red accents on the spool. Just a really good looking reel, high performance reel, and something that I've been super impressed with over the past couple of months. Super smooth reel too. There's no play, there's no grinding, just really smooth, carbon fiber handle. Ultra impressed with this reel. Check it out. I believe it's also $179.99. I'll have links to all these products down in the description, but super impressed with the ZATA. If you guys are considering buying a spinning reel, you want something kind of below that $200 price point, this is a great choice. High performance reel, will last you a long time, and it's basically built bulletproof. It's super sturdy, have no complaints. There's no boat rash, there's no rub. It just still looks like the day that I got it out of the box, and it performs just the same. So check it out. Really cool reels, really high performing reels for less than $200. But if you guys have any questions about either of those reels, hit me up in the comment section. Again, remember, if you guys are interested in fishing that May 8th get together on Lake St. Clair, go down there, sign up. It's gonna be a fun event. I'm gonna try to get some sponsor prizes, some sponsor giveaway stuff. 100% payout, not trying to take your money, just trying to kind of get people all in one place. And I'll have more information as the time comes. But go sign up. There's a boater form, a non-boater form. If you're willing to take someone out, kind of let me know in that boater form. If you're looking for a boater, let me know in your non-boater form. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Take care, tight lines. God bless. Pursue passion.